Hola mis conejitos, ¿cómo estás? Me llamo Alicia. Hello my bunnies, how are you? My name is Allison and today we're playing Nancy Drew, Message in a Haunted Mansion. Now, I'm honestly starting the recording like this, mainly because I can't get out of this without, closing the program, in a different manner, and that would just delete everything that I just did in the game. So I'm going to go ahead and continue what I was going with in the previous recording and continue the conversation because I don't want to quit the game in the modern way, I should say, which is Alt-Tab and delete the game, which is not a good thing to do. Let's see, which one should we choose anyways? Tell me there have been, what do you think is causing them? Oh, let's ask that.
Rose told me that there have been a lot of accidents lately. What do you think is causing them?
I have no idea. People are blaming me, but it's not my fault. I know what I'm doing. I know how to do this work. Listen, Nancy, I really need to get back to work.
I should
I'm
have
repairing
clicked
some
on that.
floorboards, so be careful walking around. Rose was looking for you earlier. Maybe she has something for you to do. See ya.
Gosh dang it. Okay.
Hey,
Is that
Nancy.
still-
I really need
okay.
to finish this up. Sorry.
Gosh dang it. I seriously had some questions for him and I screwed it up. Gosh dang it. Okay. Well. Let's actually talk to Rose real quick.
How are the tiles coming along?
I'm all finished, but you should know what I found.
I'm sure it's very interesting, but unless it's really important, I've got other things to worry about. Let's see. If you're any good at fixing things, there's a dumbwaiter in the hallway that's not working.
I already fixed it. Sort of.
You have? Well then, I don't have anything for you to do right now. Why don't you take a break? There are a lot of nooks and crannies to explore. Maybe someone else could use your help.
Could be, yes.
How did you find Charlie?
He just showed up one day. It was really odd. I remember Abby and I were in the basement talking about hiring someone to help us. 20 minutes later, the doorbell rang and there stood Charlie, looking for work.
And we know why, because of bandit treasure. Whoa, what? Okay.
Why are there dead roses in the parlor?
Are they dead again? For some reason, they seem to die right after I buy them. It's strange. I've never seen that happen before. It must be the weather or something.
It could be, I do know that ghosts do kind of have an effect on that, and there are, manipulative ways to make them die, actually. For instance, not giving them water.
I can see you're busy. I'll let you go.
Thanks for your help.
And even overwatering them, but overwatering them would make them droop, not stay in one place. Let's actually check those roses again. Maybe something has happened. Ah. Nope, still in the same condition. Let's see if Lewis is in. Yay, he's in!
Hello. I was so wrapped up in my book, I didn't hear you come in.
Liar.
My name is Lewis Chandler.
I didn't mean to startle you. I'm Nancy Drew. I came out to help Rose and Abby with the renovations.
Yes, well, I'm very glad you're here.
Are you researching the history of this house?
Actually, I'm a bit in the dark about this particular property. However, as far as Victorian mansions go, I don't see anything remarkable about this one.
What are you using the
not
library
true.
for?
Research. This library contains many rare books and documents that predate the Great Earthquake. It
I
was
bet.
quite a find for a student of the Victorian period, such as myself.
Should be is, not was. What? What do you think could be the cause? What are you looking for in these books?
What are you looking for in these books?
I'm sorry, but I'm quite busy at the moment, and although I'd like to talk, I really don't have the time. Please, excuse me.
What are you using the time? Wait. I think I recognize that book. Huh. Huh. I wonder. Well, see, what time is it? 2? Actually, it's almost 3 o'clock. We need to get to Abby's room before 3.
The spirits wish to speak to you, Nancy. Tonight, I will channel their energies to deliver a message. Meet me down in the basement.
If you dare.
Please sit down.
We really don't have time for this.
Let us begin. We are gathered here tonight to contact the shades of those who have passed before us. Gaze into the crystal ball. It will answer all of our questions.
What's that?
Who has called me forth from the great beyond?
Us!
We have. Are you the spirit known as Valdez?
I was once called that in the world of the living.
Are you the spirit who has caused these accidents?
I have come back searching for her, my wife. Where can she be?
Whoa.
The spirits have spoken.
Wait.
The seance is over.
We've got a busy day tomorrow, and no more time for these games, Abby. And make sure you blow out the candles on your way up. I don't want to wake up and find the house on fire.
Can you rephrase that? Okay, so here's the thing. No matter what time of day you go to Rose, either it's before or after she's out of her room, it will always be 10:15 when you return from the seance. And because of that, we can actually go down to Charlie's area to find out. Two hauntings in one. Okay, that was quick. Actually, I wonder. Okay, she's sleeping. We can't do anything. That's a shame. Okay, Charlie's area. We want to look at that table, see if there's anything there. Cause before when we found that area right there, we found out that there was nothing in there. Is there nothing there? What? The seance was fake! The seance was fake. I so want to punch her so hard. I wonder if she found out about Charlie living behind that mirror and told him to dress up as that character, maybe. I don't know. Who knows? Let's actually see if we can check that area. Glass, I guess not. Interesting. So because I think it can automatically happen now, I'm not positive. But let's see what happens when we enter this room. Nope. Doesn't happen. Alright. Let's go ahead and get to bed. Not possible. Not possible. She's asleep. How could that... Doesn't make sense. Okay. Anyways, you're going to bed. Let's do 10.
Morning, Nancy. I hope you're convinced now that the spirits are with us.
Nope.
These ghosts are here to stay.
I'm convinced that this house is haunted. I'm just not sure who is responsible.
Yep.
Isn't it obvious? Senor Valdez and his wife, long-lost soulmates wandering aimlessly in the netherworld. returning to this house to search for each other. I only hope that one day I will be able to reunite them so that they may find peace.
First of all, it's not senior, it's senor. He is Spanish. And first of all, his first name is Edward, I think. I mean, we know it starts with an E. There are a lot of names that start with E, but the one that comes to mind right now is Edward.
I found
Eddie.
out how you rigged the seance table with a projector. That was a pretty good show you gave.
Okay, so I staged part of the seance, but that still doesn't mean this place isn't haunted. Seances were very popular during the Victorian era, and I plan to entertain our guests with them. It'll be a great way to promote the place.
True.
Have you been creating these accidents to help your promotion?
Of course not. I've had nothing to do with these accidents. They cost us both time and money. If you want to find out who's behind the accidents, ask our resident handyman.
Do you mean Charlie?
Ugh, it's clear to me that Charlie's totally responsible for the accidents.
What?
Who else could it have been? He's a really nice kid, but he has no idea what he's doing. Unfortunately, Rose doesn't want to fire him. And there's something suspicious about him.
I think you already know.
What do you mean?
The other day, I was down in the basement working for over an hour, and suddenly he sneaks up on me. I bet he was down there the whole time, watching me.
Possibly.
Do you know much about Lewis? It must be great having your own expert on Victorians.
He owns Chandler Interiors, a very reputable antique store. I'm sure his clients will be quite interested in our bed and breakfast once they hear about our resident ghost.
I heard someone crying in the hallway. Was that you?
I told you the spirits were interested in you. Was it a woman crying?
Yes, it was. How did you know?
It must be one of our phantom residents.
Liar.
Do you think it was a ghost?
Well, it wasn't me crying out there.
Possibly.
How long have you known Rose?
A couple of years. She has good business sense, but I think she needs to think more about advertising. Otherwise, we're just like all the other B&Bs in this town, and believe me, there's plenty of them.
I saw those papers in the parlor. Where did you find them?
Right in my room. They're so
Such a
vintage.
liar.
I'm going to ask Lewis if he can get me some antique frames for them. Rose and I can use the letters in our historical display.
Historical display?
Yes, they're very popular in bed and breakfasts. They usually contain old photographs, letters, documents, things like that.
Were there any photographs with the papers?
I did find this old picture of a woman dressed in men's clothing. I think it was taken in the entryway by the staircase. I sent it to a photographer to have it restored.
Was there anything else in the photograph that was odd?
I don't remember anything else.
Huh. I'm betting that was Lizzie Applegate.
Have you seen the poem in my room?
Oh, I love that poem. Listen, my child, to this story of dreams.
And no,
How
but
does the rest
beginning
go?
is difficult.
It was
but
there when we
seems-
bought the place.
I bet.
Does Charlie live around here?
I'm not sure. He said he's between apartments. I think he said he's staying with friends until he can find a place of his own.
Is Charlie from the Bay Area?
I don't know. You might want to ask Rose. He doesn't talk much about his private life.
Between apartments? That seems kind of odd.
Not for San Francisco.
Nope.
Rents are really high, and there are so many kids thinking they can find cheap housing out here. It's sad to say, but a lot of them end up on the streets.
Which is really disappointing. Unemployment and homeless people are very high in this country.
Did the house come with a lot of furniture?
There were a lot of pieces and knickknacks
At
left
least that's what I
behind,
think.
like the books in the study, your bed. I think it was too large to take out of the room.
Oh well, duh.
I'll let you get back to what you were doing.
Which
Bright
is
blessings.
what the heck? I do not remember doors sounding like that. I was waiting for that. That means there has to be a double pane on that mirror. Otherwise it wouldn't have worked. Do 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 do. We are going to the library. And it didn't set off. Ba-bam! Ooh. Awesome. We can, check this out. Awesome, and come on.
Lewis is up to something.
Interesting.
Aha! That's it!
Lewis,
Oh.
are you in there?
I'll be right there.
He's hiding something in his briefcase.
Okay, so, unfortunately I'm out of time, but because this is a time crunch kind of thing, I'm gonna go ahead and do this real quick, because I seriously have to show you guys this. Okay, do I have it written down? Yes, I do. Okay. Alright, we are opening this briefcase. 4, 6, 8, whoops, 3, whoops, what? No, 4, 6, 5, 3. Gosh dang it. 4, 8, 6, 8. Okay, we have to do this on a quick manner. I cannot read this to you guys. So I gave you just like a few seconds for each. We gotta be quick, or otherwise we will be caught. This is a time-based event. Ooh, Rick Arlen, what?
Gumbo Fu? What's that?
Okay, that is all the time we have for this particular part. We gotta get out of here before he comes back. And I would show you guys the second chance of it, but I don't want to do that right now. Unfortunately. I mean, it's just a quick little thing, but I don't want to give you guys the hassle of seeing that particular second chance. I wish I could, but I'm actually really short on time on something. So I actually gotta get going. That is it for now. I will talk to you guys in the next video. I hope you all have a great morning, afternoon, evening, or night, wherever you are in the world. I am Sweet Rascally Rabbit, saying goodbye. Stay awesome and stay on YouTube!